Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man, it's my third and last video about this fight. But just want to ask some of you guys out there, man, what do you think is next for Gerald Washington? I see in the comment section on the other two videos, some people think that this is it for Washington. Lost 2 fights in a row. I believe he's only had 21 fights. He turned pro. He's 35 years old. He turned pro at the age of 30, so he's only been pro for 5 years. 2 back-to-back losses. Doesn't mean it's necessarily just the end for him. I mean, not Gerald Washington, but Brian Jennings is coming back. He'll be on the Crawford versus Ndongo undercard. His last 2 outings he lost against Klitschko and Luis Ortiz. So he's coming back, you know what I mean? So I can see Gerald coming back. It wasn't like he was just completely just getting his ass whooped in the Wilder and Miller fight. Now, the end result is he lost the fight, and that's what counts, right? We're not giving out brownie points. But he showed me some things in both of the losses. I still can see him fighting like a Travis Kaufman if Chris Ariola's still around. Possibly fight like a Chris Ariola, maybe a Bryant Jennings. If Washington get back in there, probably pick up a few wins against some journeymen, stay busy, get in the win column. I can see him fighting Bryant Jennings. If Israel Gono's going to come back, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. So there are still some fights out there for him if he chooses to go on. I'm talking like the dude's going to retire or some shit. I don't think he's going to retire, but I'm just saying, where do you guys think he can go from here? Malik Scott. You know, there's some other fights out there, guys who probably aren't as heavy-handed. Hey, maybe even a rematch with Amir Mansour. I'd love to still see that fight. Officially, it was a draw. Some fans thought Mansour pulled it out. A lot of fans thought Washington won the fight. I still like to see that fight. So there are still some fights out there for him before he completely calls it quits. And he's only been pro for 5 years, so it's not like he's a guy that's been around for 11 to 12 years, getting knocked out and all that type of stuff. But this is boxing, man. You know, you can lose 2 in a row. You can get a big upset. You never know what's going to happen, especially at the heavyweight division. But what do you guys think is next for Gerald Washington? Some people think he doesn't punch hard enough for the division. I see a lot of fans saying that, but what do you guys think? To me, he's a big guy. You know, if he can get, behind a punch you don't see coming, he could possibly get you out of there. Is he one of the harder punchers of the division? No, I don't think he is. But, for a guy that picked up box or to turn pro late, he's pretty decent, you know what I mean? And I still like to see him in there in some fights. Maybe he can fight one of the up-and-coming prospects. Maybe the Adam Konowski, the kid that just beat Arthur Spilka. Guys like Gregory Corbin, LaRon Mitchell. Maybe you can see him in one of those type of fights. You know what I mean? But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.